Welcome, welcome to the Fan Wire Podcast. We can get all the DMV sports at a drop of a dime. So we're thankful that you're able to tune in today, and we want to wish and hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas. So this is the day after. So it's back to business. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the Washington Mystics today and the upcoming free agency for 2025. It's about to kick off real soon. So let's see here. They are scheduled to get started with free agency real soon. Give me 2 seconds here. Gotta find where information. Well, it's coming up real soon when it's supposed to be doing free agency, and there are quite a few free agents that are on the market this spring and winter here. So some of the upcoming players that could be very beneficial to the team are some players like Courtney Vandersloot. She's a great point guard from the New York Liberty. Since we lost Vandersloot over to the expansion draft, Julie Vandersloot, it's good for us to bring in a seasoned point guard, because even if we are able to pick up a point guard in the upcoming draft, that will be a great pickup. But we do need somebody to show them the ropes and also can lead the second unit when they come in. So Courtney Vandersloot will be a great addition. She averaged 4.8 assists off the bench. So that will be a great pickup. Since we lost Vandersloot, she averaged about 4.6 assists during that time period when Vandersloot played. But with Vandersloot actually not playing a lot of minutes for the Liberty, because, they had star guards there, she will probably, and I expect her to have even more assists with us. Because even if we brought her in to start, and then we've had a rookie come in and learn the ropes of being a point guard in the WNBA, I think that will be a great pickup for us. Additionally, to have an additional scorer, we do have some great wing players, but we need some wing players with some height that can score and run the floor. So Natasha Howard would be a great pickup. From my understanding, she has expressed that she didn't want to go back to the Dallas Wings. So hopefully that could open up a door for her to come to the Mystics. I think that will be a great pickup because she can play both forward positions. And I think that'll be great. So with the team, we are scheduled to lose a few players for free agency. And let's see here. We have Sutton that is scheduled to be leaving the team. That's Sugg Sutton, or she could be re-signed, but she is a free agent. And Shatori Walker Kimbrough is also a free agent. So there's at least 2 to 3, maybe 4 potential spots, because we do have 2 first-round draft picks. We have the number 4 pick and the number 6 pick. So no telling what that can really turn into, because the teams at the top of the draft, they are in need of point guards. So at the top of the draft, you do have the Dallas Wings, and most likely they're going to pick up the queen of the ball here. That will be Paige Buckner. Excuse me. And then the LA Sparks are in desperate need of a point guard. They pretty much have a lot of pieces. So they probably will take Olivia Miles out of Notre Dame. And then Chicago needs another guard as well. So they might draft Pow from South Carolina. So then that leaves us with who? They're the projected point guards. I wouldn't necessarily pick a point guard at 4 if those 3 guards are gone. I will pick up Kiki Iframe from USC. She's a quality power forward, and she's averaging about 18 points a game, 9 rebounds, while shooting 51%. She definitely can increase her free throw percentage. That definitely needs to come up. The free throw percentage is around 25%. That needs to come up. But she does a lot of great things, and she can run the floor, and she can dunk. Yeah, I like dunks. But not necessarily saying that she's going to be able to get a dunk in game. I don't believe I've seen her do that, but I have seen some practice videos of her drop stepping and dunking. So it's possible. But as long as she's a strong post player, that can definitely benefit the team. We do have strong post players in Shakira Austin and also Stephanie Dawson. The one thing about Shakira Austin, she was a top draft pick a few years ago, but she has injuries. So if Shakira can get that injury bug under control, she would be a great force in the post. And we also drafted Aaliyah Edwards last year. A lot of us was looking for the repair of Aaliyah Edwards and Paige Buckner, but the ping pong balls didn't drop our way. So you got to reposition, you got to move on. But with Aaliyah Edwards, Shakira Austin, Stephanie Dawson, that's a strong front court. But we can also use an additional post player because Shakira is going to be coming up on the end of a contract soon. So we might be in the position to pivot. But we'll just have to see how this goes. And then Stephanie Dawson, she's tough. I like her game. I really like her game. She's a stretch 5. So she can shoot the 3. She can get down there and bang and do her thing. And then Aaliyah Edwards, she is definitely coming. Her game is coming together in the WNBA. I really like what she's doing. So it would be cool to bring an additional big in, but since we did draft Aaliyah Edwards last year, that might not fit too well because she plays that power forward slot. If Aaliyah Edwards was a center, that might be just something to put those two together. But since that would be kind of intuitive. So there are some other options out here, but it's tough to say that because I like Dominique Mongolia from France, but I just think her game is a little green right now. But that would be a good pick to stash for the future. Then you have Sonia Crichton from Notre Dame. She's a good ball player. But there are several other collegiate athletes from the women's NCAA game that could come into the picture. And we're going to put together a video and talk about those players soon. But to jump back to free agency, let's see here. Who are the top players that we can pick up? Again, I say Vandersloot will be a great addition for the team because she can hit the open 3. She can orchestrate the offense, and she can orchestrate the offense and get out the way so that Akira Austin I'm sorry, Akira Ariel Atkins, I'm sorry, can really get out there and do her thing. She's a great two guard, combo guard that can score the ball. And she can also get assists and get the rebounds. Um, and we also have Brittany Skies. She can run that floor. She can really get it done. She averaged about 12 points and about 4 rebounds. So she's a great two guard there. So it's just a matter of what direction we really want to go. It's a real question here. So what do you guys think? Do you think that it's time for us to bring in another season point guard that can really run the show and have them start, or do we need to have a point guard come in and just come off the bench? We have our roster is very interesting. We got some good ball players, but we do have a new coach. We have a new GM, so we're waiting. We're gonna have to wait and see what approach they're really going to take, because they can blow it up for all we know, or they can keep the ship going the way it's going. So, what do you think? Let us know here on the FanWire podcast. With that being said, let's see here. Okay. So some of the top free agents that are coming in that are good guards that I like their game from last year was Odyssey Sims. But she's a similar guard to Ariel Atkins, but I think that she will be a good combo guard because she can run the point as well as get buckets. She can get buckets. We do have other players that can help from the guards standpoint. We do have I think maybe next year will be a better year for the point guard position from unrestricted free agents. But in the restricted free agents, there are some quality ball players. But the thing is, you're going to have to pay them, which we need to do. Pay players. They need to get paid. But the thing is, how is that going to impact our salary cap? How are they really going to fit? So a great two guard that I would love on any team, especially the Mystics, is Kennedy Carr. She's tough. She is really tough. But not really sure how that would fit with Ariel Atkins because they're both two scoring guards. So that really wouldn't fit. So we're going to have to keep on moving. So I really think that we're going to really have to bring in a point guard from the draft. And there are some other options that I wouldn't be opposed to taking at 6 with our draft pick. We have a local product out of Merle University, Cheyenne Sellers. She will be a really, really good fit for the team. She's great at defense. She's athletic. She can push the rock. So I think she will be good. But if I was the GM, I will be positioning ourselves for a future draft pick. Even though we had it set up really well this year. But our former coaches and GM, I don't think they were eager to have another rookie on the team. But, I think that's another reason why they were not retained going forward. Because you got to get young. We got to get young. It's good to have a veteran team, but with the way that the league is going, you have to get younger. You have to. There's no doubt about You have to get a point guard that can push the rock and score. This the WNBA is starting to go into the wave of where the NBA has gone, and they have ball dominant point guards that can really get it done. Whether it's orchestrating, really you have a bunch of combo guards as point guards, undersized. So I really think that we're going to be going in that direction as the league. They got to get point guards. They got to get players that can pick up the pace and get more points scored on the board. So, for example, there is a great phenom basketball player that will be coming out in a couple years. She is at Rutgers University. She is actually a local product, and her name is Kinomi McMillan. She's at Rutgers. She is a beast. You heard it first from me. You need to bring the home team talent home. You heard it first on the FanWire podcast, where we talk about Mystics basketball. We need to bring Kinomi McMillan home. She is a combination of three dynamic guards. She has the handles of Jamal Crawford, along with the handles and shake and bake and the shooting of a Kyrie Irving. And she has the razzle dazzle and the speed of Islands. So if you put all three of those players together, you have Kinomi McMillan. She is shaking and baking and breaking ankles. And she's actually coming on July the 2nd. She'll be playing Merlin at Merlin. So we will definitely be in attendance. And we are definitely starting the pitch that we bring Miss McMillan back home to DC. But until that's a few years in the making, because she is a freshman, and the WNBA does have certain rules which will prohibit her from coming to the league earlier than she should, or earlier than she could. I would say that. So hopefully those rules are changed, because that would impact players like Juju and other phenoms that are coming down the pike, and hopefully that will be able to be changed. So, because that talent needs to be displayed in the league. It's always good to have those ball players in NCAA, but 4 years, how are they going to improve? How are they going to get better? Because they're already at the top of the game. I think that's just stagnating their progress. So University of Maryland's women's team will be having a great stretch of games in January. So they're playing Rutgers. Then a few days later, they are playing USC with Juju. And then after that, they are playing they're playing UCLA at the end of January. So the Big Ten is a great, great league for women's basketball on the collegiate level. So it'll be great. The University of Maryland is a great team at the end of the day. And with that, without being said of anything else, they are a great team. And it's great that they're playing top tier talent as well. So they'll be able to get ready for the NCAA tournament, because they are kicking butt too. So I would love for that to occur, for us to have a great turnout for these games, because these players and these teams are well worth admission. And that just translates further into the WNBA. And by having the Mystics being able to get some of this talent as we go forward, it can only help us as we go. It can only help us. So let's see here. There are quite other free agents, but they just don't necessarily fit our team. And I'm not really sure if we are the destination that we could be as of yet. I think that once we get this new arena up and done in about 3 years, I believe that's what they projected. DC is going to be the market for free agents when it comes to the NBA as well as the WNBA. So we're looking forward to seeing what this is going to turn into. DC is going to be a hub for sports. I'm believing that we're going to get some NCAA games, later round games, so that we can display what DC, the DMV, has to offer. And let's see. So I think that's going to conclude. Well, actually, let's talk about some of the free agents that probably won't make it to the team. Because there are quite a few free agents. I think that there's going to be a few agents that's going to just re-sign or they're going to end up going elsewhere. So Kelsey Mitchell, she's a phenomenal combo guard. She can really fill up the stat sheet quickly when it comes to scoring. Then you also have Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum is a great two guard, but I don't really believe that she'll be able to fit with our salary cap. And I think that she might go back to Vegas. Not sure, but we'll see. We also have Erica Wheeler will be out here, and let's see, there are quite a few guards that have an opportunity to get on with new teams, but we'll see how this goes. There's also let's see, Diana Taurasi would be a great, phenomenal pickup because she can run the show. However, I believe she's going to retire soon, so that's not. I don't even believe that would be an option for us. Then you also have free agents like Breonna Stewart, Dewana Donner. There are quite a few free agents, but there are only so many teams, so they have to go somewhere. So hopefully we can get a point guard and we can fill some of these other holes and get some top tier talent, and we can keep pushing. But that's all it's going to be for today from the Fan Wire podcast. So make sure that you guys like, share, and join the Fan Wire podcast family. So go ahead and follow us as we keep it pushing. And we're going to be talking about the Washington Mystics a lot. We're going to talk about the Commanders. We're going to talk about the Washington Wizards. We're going to talk about all things related to the DMV and the sports teams. So get ready as we go forward. And again, my name is Delano. Just so you know, my name is Delano, and we will be having some more stuff going on. As you can see, we have spruced up our little studio location here. So thank you again for tuning into the Fanwire podcast, and we'll be back at you real soon. Have a good one.